what's happening, y'all? Jason Ricci here, and welcome back to Free Friday. Subscribe today for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of free harmonica lessons and content and all kinds of stuff, product reviews, and a new lesson every single Friday. We call that Free Friday, and today's the day. Hey, grab your C harmonicas. This is an interesting one. Look at that. It's a real old one that's been refurbished by Tom Halchak of Blue Moon Harmonicas. It's got a little rust on there. It kind of tastes a little funky, right? You never heard anybody, or we don't think. Anyway, so today we're going to work on bending notes. Now you might be thinking, well, I can already bend notes. Well, can you bend them tongue blocking? Okay, or how good are they tongue blocking? Now, if you're a tongue blocker, can you bend them lip pursing? There's advantages to both embouchures, and we don't want to be limited to just one. We want to explore both for different prospects in the future musically. Okay, so let's move right into it. I believe the main problem with people not being able to bend notes has to do with a really solid and proper embouchure. Now, embouchure is the way that you play your instrument, right? The shape of your mouth, or the type of position you put your mouth in to make a single note. I think that if you have a weak embouchure, you might be struggling to bend notes. And the better you get the embouchure, whether it's tongue blocking or lip pursing, again, the easier time you're going to have of it learning to bend notes and to bend them well and to bend them really, really strong. One of the reasons that I think that embouchure is the main culprit, or poor embouchure is the main culprit in not being able to bend notes as easy, is because I see students all the time that are able to bend the one draw but not any other note. Now that's really weird, because that's one of the biggest reeds on the harp. It's the second biggest reed. So that should be harder to bend than any other note. Yet so many beginner students find that that is the first note that they're able to bend. Why? Well, it's because they get to hang their mouth over the wood. So they're not worried about getting just one hole in the middle that has two neighboring holes next to it that they're trying to avoid. And they get to just kind of hang their mouth over this part and then just kind of concentrate on that one draw. So see, my mouth is hanging right way over the edge. I can really exaggerate it. That's pretty funny. All right, but that is the main reason, right? It's easier to get that one hole draw than it is to get the two, because the two draw right in there has neighboring holes, one in whether I'm tongue blocking or lip pursing, that one draw is going to be easier to get and easier to bend, because my embouchure is more confident. And that's the key, confidence. So the main thing we want to address is just getting better at playing regular single notes, regardless of whether we're tongue blocking or lip pursing. So let's go back to that one hole draw and see if you can't get your first bend, whether you're lip pursing or tongue blocking. That was tongue blocking. Now for tongue blocking, I just put my tongue right over the wood. Some guys will put their tongue on that side and bend out of the other side of their mouth, right? I didn't do that. All right, now let's move up to the two draw. So we're gonna get a nice solid one draw again first. And now we're just gonna move up to two draw. Now it's always less of a movement than we think we need. Now if I'm tongue blocking, I'm just going to put my tongue over one draw. All right, so let's get a nice solid embouchure. We want to get the biggest sound we can, get as much of our mouth on the harmonica, lower our jaw, and try to still get that single note regardless of which embouchure we're choosing. Now, if you're finding that you're bending the note automatically, that's because, right, your embouchure is too stressed out, right? So just get a nice chord and then narrow your embouchure down to just 2 draws. So first the chord. Right? You can do that either tongue blocking or lip pursing. Okay, so now that we have an isolated 2 draw, we're just going to say the word E, O, E, like E-E-E-E-E-H, O, just like that. Just like we're saying it in our mouth, right? So that was lip pursing. Here's tongue blocking. Just like that, okay? Now, all we're going to do is just try to get a nice, solid, single note. And then just pull it back. James Cotton used to call it choking. He was a tongue blocker, so he was pulling from the back of his throat. Here we go with 3. That was all tongue blocking. That was 4. Now let's go back to lip pursing. Now, one of the things you can do to really get confident on bending notes is just try dragging the note down gradually. Going back to 2. So I'm going past the half-step bend, kind of sliding past it. Instead of isolating that bend, because there's 2 bends there on 2 draw. There's 2 natural. There's 2 half. And there's 2 full. Instead of isolating them like that, I'm just going to gradually pull it down. It could be more gradual than that. I could do better. And that's going to help me to feel every minute of that, every little fraction of that bend. And again, the better I have just 2 draw, the better I have that note, the easier it's going to be bending. So your problem might not actually be that you can't bend the note. The problem might be that you can't bend the note yet because your embouchure just isn't confident enough in isolating a single hole. If you're bending 1 draw, the biggest reed on the harmonica, and yet you're having trouble bending 2 through 6 draw, the reason is I believe that you just need to tighten up that embouchure and get it a little stronger and a little more confident. That's all we have for today. For tuning in to Jason Ricci's YouTube channel. 16 years of incredible YouTube harmonica related content. That's right, 16 years. At this point, over 500 free instructional videos. If you're interested in what kind of harmonicas I play, microphones, amplifiers, pedals, any harmonica related products, please check out my sponsors. These sponsors in one way or another also help keep these videos going. Who am I talking about? I'm talking about Blue Moon Harmonicas, bringing you the best in custom harmonicas. We got custom cover plates, custom combs, you can get your name put on it just like me. Reed work, refurbished pre-war marine bands. Look at that, they put the little brace there, no more crushing the covers. The Lone Wolf Blues Company, the very best in pedals, microphones, almost anything you need for your amplified harmonica need. The Lone Wolf Blues Company, right here out of Ponchatoula, Louisiana. We got you. Harp gear, amplifiers. They got big ones, they got small ones. You know what they sound like? They sound like the best tube amps on the market. Harp gear amplifiers out of Ocala, Florida. Pedal pad, pedal boards. Incredible custom pedal boards built to last, made by two brothers who really care. Hohner harmonicas. A Mooncat loves the Hohner harmonica. I like the Marine Band. I get Tom to put the little special 20 cover plates on it. He tricks them out, but they play great right out of the box. All of these sponsors are linked below in the description box. What else is linked below? Patreon. Consider becoming a Patreon patron. You'll be supporting me. You'll be supporting the cause. You'll be keeping these videos free for everybody. And you'll get a lot of extra content over at Patreon. You'll get vlogs, occasionally some extra lessons, some posts that you might not see on Facebook. A lot of stuff that I can't say or won't say here on YouTube is over on Patreon. I love my Patreon family. You guys are the best. If you're not into the monthly subscription, you can also give me a one-time tip at Venmo or PayPal below too. I'm a touring musician and I play all over the country, really all over the world with all kinds of different acts. Check out my website, www.mooncat.org. In all seriousness, YouTube, Patreon, my sponsors have absolutely changed my life. Subscribe below, set reminders for the videos. Don't miss any events. Every single Friday there's a free harmonica lesson and a lot more. Even if you're just subscribing, you're helping me a lot. Those of you that are joining me on Patreon, you guys are helping me to make better decisions with my career. In all sincerity, thank you so much, YouTube, for just an incredible outlet. It's a video diary. I get to look back at 16 years of these videos. Met a lot of new friends, some really fine musicians, made some great contacts in the industry, and it's all because of you. Thank you, my harmonica family.